Hello. So, mini life update video. I know that the last time I uploaded on this channel was for my birthday, which was the end of January, and we are now approaching the end of February. Today is like February 20 something. It's a Sunday. I had church services this morning, and now I just came to Target to grab a few things that I need. I'm out of shampoo and conditioner. But I just figured it's time to make a mini life update video. I haven't been able to really film much of anything for my second channel. I haven't vlogged in quite some time. I'm still currently working on a very long vlog from the trip that I took back in January up to Lake Arrowhead. But I have just been having a hard time getting through the editing process and getting that done. Just because I'm in a bit of a functional freeze right now. So I don't want this video to be too long, but I do want to document where I'm at right now in life. So I'm gonna run through this like bullet points a little bit. So, okay, where do I start? I'm going to be starting therapy soon. I was able to get in contact with a therapist that I had been following on Instagram for quite some time. She's actually a Armenian therapist based in LA, and I'm Armenian, by the way. I don't know if I had announced that on this channel yet, but I'm Armenian, and a lot of my life's issues, other than my personal ups and downs, have a lot to do with a lot of cultural influence. So I knew that if I was to ever explore therapy, I wanted to go with a therapist that understood those cultural, what's the word I'm looking for? Implications that have place in my life, that partake in my life, that can contribute to some of the issues that I've been dealing with. So I'm happy to say that I was able to reach out to her and her office that she practices from. Luckily, they accept my insurance, thank the Lord. So I will be coordinating with her starting therapy soon. I'm excited for that. In terms of my overall mental health, not great. The depression is real. It's been a lot of functional freeze lately, which basically means that I'm just too in my head to the point where even the most mundane tasks are really hard to get done for me. It's just one giant what's the point, which I know is not a healthy mentality at all, hence why I'm taking the initiative to start therapy soon. But not great in the mental department at the moment. I have to be very honest. I did recently join a book club / life group that one of my peers started at church. So going into Lent season, we are going to be reading a book. I don't have it with me, actually. I just took it out of the car. But we're going to be reading a book called Journey of the Soul, which is kind of like a faith-based motivational type, like structuring your life book, if that makes sense. But it's all centered around faith, and the cycles of faith and what cycle you are or stage that you are in your life, and implementing healthy faith practices, incorporating that into your real life stresses and responsibilities. So I do that once a week now. We just had our first meeting last week on Thursday, so we'll be meeting once a week for the next 6 weeks to discuss the book that we're reading, which ties into the sermon that is going to be taking place every week from now, or the upcoming week, until just before Easter. So that's been nice. I've been trying my best to make some friends. When it comes to my ASMR channel, knock on wood, it seems like things are going pretty well there. I have a video lined up for release this week. I have another video that I pre-shot and filmed that I need to edit still. So I'm just trying to keep the momentum going with that channel. I really, really want to stick with the consistency. I don't want to disappoint anybody. What else? In terms of my job. After seeking some financial counsel, and really sitting down and having a lot of tough discussions with myself and with family and with my, advisors, and crunching some numbers, I've pretty much come to the very sobering realization that sooner rather than later, I will have to close my small business indefinitely, because point blank, it's just costing more money to keep it open, and I'm not making money, period. Like, I'm just not making money. It's as simple as that. What little money is coming in is barely getting me by, and then whatever I have left over goes straight to the business again. So it's not enough to sustain the life that I need at the moment. With that being said, I have still been in a job search. I've been in a grueling job search for weeks now. I've applied to easily over 50 jobs, and I haven't heard anything back from any of them, which is a little discouraging. I got interviewed a couple of times, but it didn't really amount to much. So I'm still on the job search. I'm still actively putting in my resume left and right. My goal with that is to just land a decent paying, reliable job that's a 9 to 5 with full benefits, something that I can just clock in and clock out and know, like clockwork, that I have a set paycheck to rely on. Because for the past 4 years, it's been very inconsistent financially since I've started my business. And then, of course, post-COVID era, the economy is just garbage, and people have really been trimming the fat in their expenditures, and beauty is just one of those things that gets left on the cutting room floor. It's not a necessity, so the industry is just not gaining as much money as it once did. Plus, I'm sure I did a lot of things that I could have done, I should have done better running and operating my business, maybe some poor financial decisions or poor business planning, but I mean, what did you expect with a beautician getting into business with no business background or knowledge or degree? But I mean, I'm proud of myself for at least giving it a try and having it, go on as long as it did. But I'm still operational right now. But I've pretty much determined that the second I get a job and I'm able to really sink my feet into that job, and I have enough security with whatever that job is, that I can then safely leave and close my business. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever go back to it. I want to. Beauty is my passion. It's what I studied for. It's my expertise. But unfortunately, the world is ever changing, and it's just no longer supporting that industry. And I'm at a place in my life where I need to start providing for myself in a way that is crucial and detrimental for setting the tone for the rest of my life. And I'm very, very behind, partially because of my irresponsibility, my, poor decision making, but also simply because I took a large risk with my business, and unfortunately the risk didn't pay off. I put all of my savings into my business, everything that I've had, everything that I didn't have, racking up credit card debt like crazy. Luckily, I was blessed enough to have a family and have parents that backed me up and helped me out of that. And, now I'm in a decent-ish position, but financially I'm like practically poor. Like, I just basically rely on whatever clients come in for the week to see what my bank account's gonna look like. So this isn't meant to be a pity party. It's just me being very real and stating where I'm at right now. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this life update is because I just have a feeling that, as difficult as things are right now, that this is, knock on wood, the worst that it's going to get, because I'm feeling a shift happening in me where the pain is still there, the sadness is still there, the frustration is still there, but it's slowly morphing itself into motivational anger and frustration in a good way, where I want to start doing something about it. And it's kind of just put me in this mindset where, you know, I'm not fully out of it, but like I have one foot in the self wallow and pity pool, and then I have one foot in enough is enough. We need to get our shit together and do something about it. So obviously there's certain things that are in my control and certain things that are not in my control, but I'm starting and at least trying my best to take control of the things that I have the ability to in my life and claim some control over certain aspects of my life that I've completely relinquished for a very long time. And it's clearly not healthy, and it's clearly set me up in the wrong ways, and set me back in a lot of things. So it's just been a lot of really rough and serious talks that I've been having with myself, realizations that I'm coming to, and plans of action that I'm trying to piece together in my mind. I've been struggling a lot with my faith. Not that I'm, faithless. Of course not. I love, my faith. I love my religion. Of course I believe in God. Of course I believe in Jesus. My full faith is in God and in Jesus. It's just hard in the sense that I'm struggling with trusting the process of God's timing. It's really hard for me to sit back and see everything crumble around me and above me and under me and remain calm when I don't know what's going to happen and I don't have a plan for that. But I need to remind myself that it's not my plan, it's God's plan. And at the end of the day, I tried to execute my plan and it got me in this place to begin with. So I think that this is just a very stark reminder from God that I need to back off and put my trust in Him, and for once in my life relinquish control and trust in Him that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to. So that's what I mean when I say I've been struggling with my faith. I've just been struggling with, am I doing enough? I'm not doing enough, or, am I doing too much in one area and not in the other? And, I haven't been able to get a job, so it's my fault, or my business is failing, so it's my fault. And, my family's going through ups and downs and it's my fault. Like, I'm always putting things on me. And I know that I may play a contributing factor to certain problems, but overall, nothing is directly my fault unless I, literally cause something. And these are all such complex issues in my life that, yes, I've played my role and I've contributed, but it's not fair to say that I'm the reason for all of this, or it's my fault for all of this. That's not a healthy mindset. So I need to just trust that the world is not against me, and I'm not being targeted by anything or anyone, even though it feels like it. And it's just an unfortunate patch of timing that I have to go through to be able to make it to the other side and appreciate the blessings that I know I have in store for me, despite the fact that I feel like that's so impossible right now. So yeah. I'm happy to report that I've been trying to get my diet under control. I've been meal prepping more. I've been trying to cut out sugar and greasy foods and eating out in general. I found a really great YouTube channel thanks to one of my followers on Instagram reposting. I'll link it in the description box below, but her name is Grow with Jo, and she's like a fitness influencer, and she does these amazing at-home workout videos on YouTube that are super fun and super easy, and all you need is your phone or access to the internet to watch her videos and space. That's it. So for a broke girl like me who is very depressed and doesn't want to do anything, her videos have been a lifesaver, and I've been working out to her videos now for about the past week. So I just started my journey. I'm trying to enter my weight loss journey with a mentality of grace instead of you know, my typical being too hard on myself and hypercritical with myself. And I'm just trying to ease my way into healthy habits one step at a time, because if I put too much on my plate and then I fail to meet those like ridiculous expectations, I'm just not going to continue, and that's not productive. So that's where I'm at with that. What else? I mean, there's really not much else to update. That's pretty much it. As far as video uploads go, I am still working on that long-winded video. I really need to get that done sooner rather than later, because it's been haunting me for a month now. But I will post a little disclaimer that when I do upload that video, that it's been a bit shifted into the timeline. I do still want to upload it because I have the footage and I want to be able to document it, but I just wanted to put something up in the meanwhile. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be unedited and raw. I just wanted to kind of put something out there, and yeah, and just kind of put a little flag in this checkpoint right now, because it's been a minute since I've updated my channel on a real level. So that's where I'm at. If you're watching this and you're going through a similar tough time in life, then you're not alone. I feel you. I am right there with you. It may seem like the big bad monster is out to get you and everybody is zooming past you with flying colors and you're kind of stuck with your feet in the mud, but I promise you that's not the case. It's your brain playing tricks on you. And it loves to do that. So you got to be very careful with yourself. And all I know is if you tell yourself that nothing good happens to you, your brain is only going to recognize the bad things that happens. And if you put yourself on a shelf, then you're going to stay there. Only you can be your own savior. You can't rely on anything or anyone else to help pull you out of your own rut. So stay faithful, pray, pray to God, ask for help, lean on your faith when you can, and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just get it done, because that's what I'm trying to do. And I know it's very hard. It's not easy. And if you need to get help, look into it. I was on the fence about therapy, but I decided I have no choice. I'm in a place right now where I can't do this on my own, and I need the right guidance and the right tools. So I made the choice to pursue therapy. There's so many different options out there, even if you're not covered with insurance. There's many different apps, there's many different programs. Look into something, reach out for help, or at the very least reach out to a loved one or a friend or somebody that you know can point you in the right direction, because it is so incredibly important, and you owe it to yourself, point blank and period. You don't owe anybody anything except for yourself. Do it for you, because you deserve the best, and only you know how to unlock that for yourself. And if you don't know, at least you know how to talk to those people around you to get to that next step. So, love you. Sending lots of love. Sending you the biggest hug right now. Things will get better. And until then, hold on. Just hold on. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.